When a child makes a decision to go no contact with their parent or parents, this isn't a decision that they've made overnight. Most often, they've had discussions with the parents. They've tried to meet them halfway and ask for changes in the relationship that has gone on deaf ears. And the child believes this is the only way that they can have some peace in their life is to separate themselves from the toxicity of their family. So I want you to think about it in a different way. If we remove the emotions, because there's a lot of emotions in a parent-child relationship, and I see a lot online about, who's responsible for all of this stuff. And, in any relationship, both parties have a responsibility in the situation. But if we think about it as a business, and we have a CEO and we have employees, and the CEO is like the parent and the employees is like the children. If something were to go wrong with that business goes bankrupt or the business starts having some sort of difficulties, it isn't necessarily the employee's fault because the employees are following the direction set forward from the CEO. Same thing happens in parenting. Parents set the foundation for the dysfunction. However you want to look at that, that is how the parents set the foundation for how the family is going to get along and how the family operates. And when it doesn't work out to their benefit in adulthood, and this is where a lot of the no contact comes from, because a child then sets a boundary and starts refusing to accept the treatment that they once received, the parents then try to flip it and say that it is the child's fault. Oh, I'm going to distance myself from my child because my child doesn't want anything to do with me. And if we think of it as a business, well, the business started out with the direction of the CEO, no different than in families. And so we don't want to blame the employees for carrying out the work of the CEO. And so in the same sense, it may be hard to repair the relationships, but it has to come with change from the parent. The child can set forward the change that they want to make in their lives. Not that the parent has to conform to what the child is asking, but the child is really just asking to be heard. And so in these situations, unfortunately, the truth is the truth. We got here because the parents created the situation. And we can leave this right where it's at, or we can choose to make changes and compromise and repair the relationships. And that is the choice of both parties.